That's right, boys. We're on fire. We're heating up. And tonight, oh boy, I got a juicer. Can we start with this? Listen.
Dude, we start however you want, man. We get to recap and hang out today and just do the Super Bowl chats. It's a little more laid back.
All right, dude. Listen to this, bro. You ready for this?
I was born ready.
Now hear me out. Now hear me out. Chat, there's no such thing as a lock. I'm going to put something in your ear. You guys can pick it up. You guys can put it down. You can do whatever you want with it, okay?
I know it's coming. It's a Luka LeBron parlay.
It's a Luka LeBron, bro. Listen to me, dude. Give me LeBron and Austin Reeves assists in the first quarter. Give me Luka's points in the first quarter. Give me Luka's rebounds in the first quarter. Give me Luka's combo. Give me his PRA, points, rebounds, assists. Dude, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Look what Anthony Davis did. All right? He got hurt, classic AD. But in the first quarter, I don't even know how many points he had in the first quarter, but in the first half, he had 24, and he had 8 rebounds in the first quarter. His lines for first quarter rebounds was 3.5.
That is Is Tyler talking about betting Luka tonight?
I am.
Yeah.
I know. Everyone's going to be on it. It doesn't matter.
It is such an amateur betting thing to do.
I'm not saying no. Hold on. It's so funny you say that, Chris, because here's what all sports betting is, right? At the end of the day, you get this narrative in your head and you believe it that's how it's going to go, and you bet on it, right? Like, I'm going to bet that the Lions are they're going up against a tough pass defense, so they're going to run.
Wouldn't you want to be like, I want to know?
Jameer gives 100 rushing yards. That's the only way they're going to win this game. That's the game plan, and then you bet it.
Look, I'm not saying that betting Doncic tonight isn't a fun thing to do.
It is fun.
I don't think it's a smart thing to do because you don't even know how they're gonna how many minutes he's gonna get.
We already have a perfect example of what happened with AD, dude.
They're completely different organizations.
It doesn't matter. Anthony Davis waited
look
3 games before they started.
Anthony
Davis waited 4 games to play. His first game in, he drops 8 rebounds first quarter, 24 points in the first half, and then he gets hurt in the second. But I'm telling you, dude, LeBron is going to be dishing the ball out to Luka. And listen, if it doesn't hit, if Luka flops or they only play him for 5 minutes, then you can laugh at me. I'm staying up tonight to watch this game. I can't wait. We're going to be partying at Final Fantasy, so we'll watch it together.
No, I have action on the game too. So,
dude, I'm so tired.
Luka.
I've stayed up late 2 nights in a row, and I'm also going to stay up late tonight and watch this game.
100%,
dude. And did you see every single chair in the Lakers stadium today has a Luka shirt on it?
I love it, dude.
I'm not saying but obviously betting Luka over 27.5. That's a fun bet, and I'm not saying if you want to throw a unit on it that's not fun, but I'm just not going crazy.
Are you ready for this, dude? Let me tell you. I have to tell you my point. I have to tell you my bets. Okay, just so you know, I have
do it, and then I'll share mine. I'll share my parlay.
I have a full unit, so $125 on Luka's PRA, points, rebounds, assists. 1 unit.
Okay.
I have 130 unit on him to get 35 points. Or more, 34.5. That's plus 350. I have a unit on him to get 5 threes. So 4.5 threes over. I have 1/8 of a unit on him to get 7 threes. Plus 550. $35 pays $227. I have a unit on him to get 7 points in the first quarter. And then I have a $100 parlay profit boosted to pay out $652. Luka to get 2 rebounds in the first quarter. LeBron to get 2 assists. Austin Reeves to get 2 assists. And then I have the Lakers spread. I'm all over this game for fun. I have LeBron James assists over. I think he can get 7 assists in the first quarter. Potentially. Just dishing it out to Luka and Luka ripping threes, bro.
Oh, yeah, LeBron.
Yes. And then Lakers minus 18.5. I took their spread. I maxed it, and I just think they're going to slaughter the Jazz tonight. That's what I have. I'm all in, dude.
All right, Ty,
I'm not all in it all.
Tell me if you like these, Ty, because this is the same game I made for it, and this is all I have. It's just the same game plus my college one. Lakers minus 12. Yeah.
Yeah.
Luka 25 or more.
Yeah.
Luka 3 made threes or more.
Yeah.
LeBron James 8+ rebounds.
Sure.
Luka 6+ assists.
I mean, see, it depends. I mean, the Luka assists thing to me is his first game. Is he gonna here's the thing. I think he's going to be. Here's
him
the
and LeBron
Anthony
are going to be
Davis,
passing the ball to each other the entire game.
I know, but Anthony Davis had 8 assists as well. Anthony Davis had the most assists he's ever had in that game against the Mavericks. He had crazy amount of assists for Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis's line is 2.5 assists on the Lakers. So the fact that he got that many assists, my logic was going to be like, in order to be passing the ball around and stuff like that, you got to know the playbook and you got to be deeply invested in how people are going to be getting open, and you're going to be the guy delivering that ball. So in my head, I see Luka getting the balls passed to him. You know what I'm saying? I see him getting more passes to him and him just ripping it than I do see him dishing it out. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. 9:40.
If he doesn't play the game, I'm gonna be so sad.
He'll play. You mean the whole game? I mean, he'll play.
I mean both. If they somehow sit him and
they absolutely could limit his minutes.
Yeah, we'll see.
We shall see, fellas. What's Chris is sitting there making a bet not to? He roasted you, bro, and now he's just looking at the tail.
I just took Luka's under.
Did you really?
What a troll!
You're such a dude.
And now you guys are gonna be hanging out tonight, having fun, cheering against each other. There's no fun in that.
Yeah, no way, bro. Every time I see Luka get a 3, I'm gonna be like, hey, Chris, dude.
I legit. I took LeBron assists over though, and I did take Luka's under.
I don't think I'm ever making a big bet ever again against either of you, just because it's not as fun. It would have been way more fun if we all hammered the Eagles and all three of us were cheering all night. Instead, I lost every single bet, including heads or tails.
We're talking about the Super Bowl. Since we're talking about the Super Bowl,
oh, you got a little pupper there, though, dude.
Oh, is that Champ man? Oh, dude, you know what else is here? Oh, yeah. Sorry, it's on the ground, but no disrespect. I just didn't have time to hang it up.
Whoa, dude, is that that's classic?
Is there? If only there was a way that I could get Andre to hook me up more. Let me go put this on for the show. Let me go put this on for the show.
Dude, the Red Wings hooked us up hardcore, Chris, when we were there.
Get that jersey. I know. I wear their stuff.
Don't.
Dude, I have their.
Hold up.
I have the Pistons box up right there. I've got the Detroit Lions play from when they played the Bears. I got that play sheet. Hutch stole it for me.
Dude, Ty, that looks good, bro. Can you believe you're gonna be wearing that?
Dude, I know they said ninja only, and then it's your job to be like, have you heard of Invictus Teaches, Andre? Like, what do I pay you for?
Dude, you're gonna be wearing that in the playoffs, Ty.
Oh, for sure, dude. All right, listen. All right, we're talking about the Super Bowl, man. Hear me out.
Hold on. Before we do that, since you put the Red Wings jersey on, before we do that, 27 games left for the Red Wings after this break coming up. 12 home games, 15 road games. But that math doesn't actually add up. He wrote the tweet wrong. 17 of those games, all of them, are against teams that are qualifying for the playoffs as of today.
So it's tough.
So it is like put up or shut up time for the Wings, who just had a 7-game win streak, and then lost the other day. All right, what are you going to say, Ted? Super Bowl?
Right,
the Eagles get their second Super Bowl ever since 2017, by the way. I did not realize that they were like a non-Super Bowl winning team until 2017. Congrats to them on their second one.
Yeah, congrats to them, always, for sure. I'm a big fan of Saquon, and as long as their fans can, I don't know. I don't really care. I'm happy for Saquon, bro. And I'm happy for Jalen, dude. Jalen Hurts is a stud, and he's funny.
He balled out in the playoffs.
Yeah, he did, bro. I loved their play. I loved their play calling, bro. I just want to say, before I get into what I was going to say, I just want to say this too. Let's talk about okay, you know what? No, we'll save that. I'm gonna keep it real. What did I say, chat? For those of you guys who were here for the last week's sports show leading up into the Super Bowl, I said I gave a very incredibly accurate. I didn't cover all sides, but we were all on the same page that it was going to be very close. It was either going to be very, very close. Everyone was like, it's going to be Eagles 1.5 or Chiefs by 1, right? That's what. But who was the only one to say that if it was going to be a blowout, it was going to be Eagles, dude? The Eagles were going to crush the Chiefs. And look what happened, bro.
You and me both. Yeah. I said if it's a blowout, it'll be Eagles.
It'll be Eagles because their defense is just too good. And what happens? 2 interceptions, a pick 6, a forced fumble. They're dominating, bro. They rushed 4. Here's a fun fact. I think who said this fact? I think it was Slim. I think it was I don't know who told me this fact. John, maybe you did. Maybe one of you guys will remember or know. Out of every team that has ever won a Super Bowl, 100% of the teams have won it that have never blitzed.
Oh no, I said this last night. There are
Chris.
There are 6 teams in the Super Bowl era that have won that have been in a Super Bowl and not blitzed, and all 6 of them won.
Dominant defensive line, dude.
And the Eagles just became the 6th team to do it.
Dude,
it's crazy.
If I'm looking at if I'm Dan Campbell, if I am the owner, the GM of a team, I am looking at that. Chris, that is a significant stat. And you can, and I think one of the most important things is we're looking at one of the most dominant teams right now in the NFL with the Chiefs, the Kansas City Chiefs. You can't deny it, right? Their coaching is phenomenal. Their players, like, they win games even though they had injuries. They lost Pacheco, they lost Rashee Rice, like, early on, and they were still finding ways to win almost every single game. And even though Mahomes didn't look like 100%, and they got annihilated by 4 rushers the entire game. No blitzes.
Yep.
One of the best teams in the NFL. And if that isn't a wake-up call that you need a healthy top-tier defensive line to be successful, I don't know what is, bro. And if
I
that
think
isn't-
it was. I think it was a tie. I love that, and I honestly, I just want to add to it. I think it's completely proof that you need both sides of the trenches.
100%.
Because Mahomes, like, I know they had some offensive line injuries, but with, like, the way Juwan Taylor was playing, like, the Chiefs' offensive line just wasn't good enough to play that deep Eagles front. It just wasn't. And I honestly think, like, top to bottom, when you're talking about the 2 best offensive lines in the NFL, you're talking about the Eagles and you're talking about the Lions.
Yep. Huge shout out to Jeremy, Proud of Detroit, because I sent him a text last night and I was watching the D line and I was like, 6 first round. I don't care. Go get Myles Garrett. I don't care. Go do whatever you have to do.
Literally.
And then he responded. He responded to me and laughed, but then he wrote a 10,000 word article about it. And this is the Eagles' defensive line and how they got them. Nolan Smith, 2023 first round pick, edge rusher. Edge rusher Brandon Graham, 2010 first round pick. 2022 defensive tackle Jordan Davis, first round pick. Defensive tackle Jalen Carter, 2023 first round pick. Defensive tackle Milton Williams, 2021 third round pick. Moro Ajomo, defensive tackle, 2023 seventh round pick, and edge Josh Sweat, who dominated last night, 2018 fourth round pick. So they did it through the draft, like we're trying to. They didn't go make a massive trade, and
were all of them their original players though? I don't think they were.
I don't know. He didn't. I don't think he didn't write that. But his
So,
point
I know
is,
Carter. Like, I know Carter was their first round pick. I just wonder if others were, like, re-signings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think they were actually their picks. But either way, you can build through the draft. Brad Holmes is very good at it and needs to continue doing it. So maybe we don't trade everything and try to just get a one missing piece and just keep going, because we've drafted a lot of D linemen over the last few years. Some have hit, some are still yet to be seen because they haven't been healthy.
Just think if we didn't lose Lee McNeil
and Hutch.
Right.
Like,
and when you talk about, like, those are the 2 players, like, we haven't paid Hutch yet, but we will. Like, he'll be in Detroit.
Yeah, and we did pay Aleem.
Correct.
So yeah, dude,
2 down.
Congrats to the Eagles.
Smith.
It was a butt whooping, dude. I kept saying all day today, the only people that had fun last night are Eagles fans. Like, the rest of the world wanted a close game. The Chiefs obviously didn't have fun, but the Eagles fans were having the time of their life.
And I know, dude, like, if you're an Eagles fan, that game was a party. That whole experience
start to finish.
Right. It was basically like from the first quarter on, they were just slowly lowering the banner in Philly. So if you were an Eagles fan, that was what a night for you guys.
That was something special, dude.
But, like, one thing that disappoints me is, like, I know we called, like, that could happen. Right, like you guys said, you guys could see the Eagles blowing out the Chiefs, but, like, dude, I read articles and all these, and you guys know how it goes, right? But these analysts are just saying, blowouts don't happen anymore, and this isn't the 1980s in the Super Bowl where it was like 50-3, and that's exactly what it was. Like,
yeah. Besides some garbage time stuff from the Chiefs.
Didn't the Eagles have 34 when the Chiefs got their first points?
Yes, because I made that tweet about the Lions scoring 34 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, this game, it was never close. I don't care about the end scoreboard. I don't care about the bomb to Xavier Worthy. The game was over.
Yep.
It was over.
What are you going to do,
like,
bro? What are you going to do? Dude, I'm so pumped.
My wife comes down. She sees the score because she just went upstairs, obviously to put Camden to bed. And she comes back down and she goes, because we have the one nice TV. And she's like, we don't have to watch this anymore, do we? And I was like, she's like, can I put my show on? I was like, babe, fine. And I watched. I came up here to watch the rest of the Super Bowl by myself.
It's good to know our wives are the exact same when it comes to that, dude. Like the amount of times like I'll be watching anything on during football season whatsoever, if the Lions are dominating or if there's just whatever, Lions don't play yet, she'll just be like, hi, could you maybe watch on your phone? Because like, are you really into this? Like, how many, like, are your bets close or something? And I'll just be like, all right, honey, just watch it. And then I'll just pull it up on my phone. And I have TVs everywhere, but it's like, I want to watch on the big couch and just chill and have my freaking laptop in front of me and just be spamming live bets, etc. Anyways, I was excited, dude. I made a couple live bets and I was pretty upset. I stopped after the first quarter, after the first drive. I was like, all right, I got the Chiefs punt, and I was like, dude, give me, and it's going to be an Eagles touchdown. That was literally what I predicted. Chiefs punted, but before that, they had the phantom flag on A.J. Brown, and I had A.J. Brown for 10 yards and a catch on the first drive in the first quarter, and whoop, taken away.
Gone.
And that would have been like a $400 swing. It was so dumb, dude. And then the refs have a makeup call on the way back.
Yeah, that's something you see in basketball all the time, makeup calls. That was absolutely one in that game. Couldn't believe they threw the first flag against A.J. Brown, and then they gave the Eagles a break the very next drive, which was crazy.
Yeah, it was wild, dude. It was so obvious too. And Jess was like getting really upset about the refs. She was like, if the refs decide this game, she was like, I'm gonna be so mad. She's like, I'll never watch football again. And I believe when Jess says that. She's dude, literally first play, one of the first plays of the game. Like completely ridiculous. He even got Tom Brady. Like, I don't like that at all.
And announcers almost never do that in the very beginning of a game. Almost never.
I know. That's it. And then, dude, and Jess saw it, and she's like, "Oh my God, here we go!" And then immediately another one on the other way, like with that soft, helmet to helmet, pat, dude. And then I immediately look at Jess, and Jess goes, "Makeup call." I'm just like, "Honey, let's go."
Yeah, those first two flags were absolutely crazy. And then they actually did miss a couple like that should have been flags for the Chiefs, but the game was it didn't matter. Game was over, and Mahomes didn't complain about it, didn't flop like he could have. I mean, it was, dude. The Chiefs just took it, man. It was wild. It was wild. They never looked like they ever had any confidence on the sideline after the first quarter, ever.
And no chance, by the way. There was not a moment in that game where I was like, "Here we go!" Like not one. It was over.
Yeah, we just kept saying at our house, we were just like, all right, they have to score here. They have to go do this now. They can get the ball at half, and then nothing. Just
start of the third quarter.
So boring unless you're an Eagles fan.
Can I get a little love for the pick that I wanted to play, but you guys hate unders?
Yeah,
only if we can roast Noah Gray.
Travis Kelce under receptions.
I took his under. I took his under. No, I said his under receiving. I love Kelce's under receiving. And I took it on a bunch of
sites. Everywhere. Yeah. Get it everywhere, dude.
And it hit.
How many drops? Did he have one or two drops?
Well, he had one because the one was too low. Well, the one was just a terrible throw by Mahomes.
Okay, so he only had that one. He had someone chat's saying two.
He had one catch and two targets, dude. I think.
Are you gonna if you're gonna call that one that was thrown at his feet on that third down?
It hit him in the hands. It hit him in the hands.
I still don't think that was.
I don't think so at all. It was a bad throw, dude. Mahomes was bad, man. And like there was a.
Okay,
dude, who's the analyst? Chat, I need your help here, man. Who's your analyst? This guy has terrible takes. He is like slick back hair, and there was a video of him talking about how he's like Mahomes knows going into this game he's only got one chance to win this three-peat, and then he said he has the worst takes in the world, dude. I forget. I don't want to like describe him physically because Nick Wright. Thank you. That guy is the worst.
Oh, dude.
He is very, very.
He's unbearable, dude.
He makes the worst. Dude, he doesn't just hate the Eagles. He also thought that the Lions were this terrible team and that but his takes were just wrong, right? I'm not even saying like from a homer standpoint. Like, how does this guy get in this position? He's definitely doing a bit, 100%. He's like whatchamacallit. I'm trolling so hard. The guy who fakes his bets. And like loses on purpose and everyone fades him. Trent. He's literally like Trent. It's an act. He's like, this is a maximum slam, 100%. Chiefs money line. It's a lock. And then everyone fades him and then you're happy. Like, That's Nick Wright. He has to be doing it on purpose because his takes are the worst all the time. I don't think I've seen one that's right, and that's pun intended.
Hey, that was
Dude,
nice
so-
one.
Thank you.
Some people. So let's play a game. Let's kind of interact with our chat tonight.
Oh yeah, I'm down.
Some people are saying Kansas City's it's over. I completely disagree. So let's play a game. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Give me, and it can be a unlimited amount from the AFC or an unlimited amount from the NFC. You don't have to say a certain team. But right now, before any trades, before any draft, before any free agency, give me 6 teams that you would not be surprised if you saw them in the Super Bowl next year.
Chiefs, Bills, Ravens.
Okay, that's tied. That's 3. All AFC.
Yeah, and then Lions, if our defense stays healthy.
Eagles.
Yep.
Eagles again, and the Commanders.
Ooh, I like that. John, what do you say?
I would add the Niners. I would agree with all of Ty's, and I have them. I would say every one of those, and I would add the Niners to that because if they get healthy again, they're going to be scary. And give me the Packers. I really don't think JJ can do it year one, but who knows if he's even going to be starting for the Vikings next year? Likely he will, but otherwise I'll put the Vikings in there if JJ can do what a lot of rookies have been doing lately.
And I guess my point is like, are any of us leaving the Chiefs off?
No.
No. I mean,
No,
they
if
beat the Bills. They beat the Bills, right?
Yeah.
And like,
Like,
the Bills
they-
were
you can't leave
dominant
them. You
all
can't
year.
leave them off. If you're leaving them off,
They're fine.
you're just enjoy hating. That's literally
That-
everyone who was saying they were done in my
Correct.
chat today is a troll.
Dude, they're gonna have a DeAndre Hopkins. If
I
DeAndre
agree.
Hopkins signs again, right? DeAndre's he's gonna know the offense even more. In my opinion, here's the thing, dude. I want to say, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to hate, but like, Travis Kelce is the slowest guy I've ever seen in my entire life on the field offensively. And I know how I mean, I don't know how many times you guys watch a sports show all year. How many times did I say he looks like he's moving in slow motion, but he gets open, right? Dude, he just like 4 catches in the Super Bowl. Didn't get over his yards. No touchdown. I mean, it was awful.
He's undecided. Does he retire?
I think he does. Kelsey's retiring in the same year, or Trav or Jason was last year. But dude, I think like I really feel like move the focal point away from him, and I think you just have a much more explosive offense. And with Xavier Worthy, you have Rashee Rice, Isaiah Pacheco. Like you got a lot of weapons. You got a veteran in Hopkins if he wants us to come back for another year.
Kareem Hunt had a great season.
Kareem Hunt is always solid if he can stay healthy, right? And you're more likely to stay healthy if you're splitting carries with Pacheco. So like, and then they also, you're still going to use P. Ryan because they have uses for him. He's a big guy. I don't know. I would love to see them. And I think Kelce wants to keep playing, sure, but
I think he has like a huge decision he has to make, right? Because I think because he's like the ultimate competitor during the season, but I think he needs to commit to like a Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady type of offseason if he wants to play next year.
I don't even, Chris. I don't
he came
think
back like twice the size, dude. Like we were.
I
all
hear you,
like,
but I don't think
"Jeez."
Mahomes does anything. Like Mahomes has a
He
beer
does.
gun.
Dude, no.
Have you seen that dude without a shirt?
Mahomes does insane training. Insane to keep his body healthy. It's even the way he moves. Like he has trained his body to move a certain way to get injured less. So like and he knows what he's doing. He does resistance training.
Yeah, he might not be fit in the sense of like this dude's got a six-pack.
Tom, when I think of what you're saying, Chris, I hear that. Okay, so that's different. That's just kind of his workout. I don't think he's eating the way that Derrick Henry's eating, that Tom Brady ate. Those guys are, who just are crazy. But I'm with you. I think Kelce needs to do that. Also, I think like we can't even speculate because we don't know what's going on in his life. Like, is Taylor Swift gonna chill out for a year and like they want to spend more time together? Like that maybe that impacts his decision in a big way. Do they want to get married, have a family? Maybe that impacts the decision in a big way. I don't think he's retiring.
I do. I think he's physically slowing down. Physically, right? He literally looks like he's moving in slow motion. He's got a new love, if it's real. Right? I know there's funny people speculating that it's this fake relationship or blah, 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 blah. Like, they're going to, I don't know. The time, and he's already cooking in the podcast side of things.
It's
right?
not like he doesn't have a media empire waiting for him.
100%, dude. He's going to be right there with his brother Jason. He's got and people love watching him. He's a funny guy. I love Travis. I think He's got a good sense of humor, right? So love is, I think, maybe a stronger word. I like Travis, so I think
John, I was actually looking at a photo of you from my bachelor party, and you were
he's gonna
looking
be fine.
You were looking pretty thin, dude.
Hey JB,
I'm getting jacked,
never mind.
dude.
Never
look,
mind.
Look at the picture. Go look at the link. Look at the link, Ty, that I posted in the chat.
You guys want to see? Guys, you want to see the picture of John that I'm talking about?
Yeah, that is 100% Mahomes in a beard. Like, that's
from my bachelor party.
Yeah, that's not, dude. That looks like me. I'm not even joking.
No, he does not look like he is in shape.
Yeah, maybe like a little thicker. I mean, he's definitely a little thicker. He's got some titties on him. No offense. No offense, Pat.
Dude, look, guys, look at John.
Oh, what? Yo, JB, what happened?
Yo, what's up? I had kids and got busy working and got fat.
Look how good John used to look.
Ain't no way you're going to continue to fat shame me when I'm down 25 pounds since January 1st.
Look at
Ain't
Ty.
no way.
Yeah, who's that stud in the middle, bro? Smash, bro.
Look how cute you guys are.
Why do I look so short in that picture, though?
Hey. And then my boy.
Eric Ebron.
Ebron. What's up, baby?
Ebron's one of the nicest guys ever, too, by the way, chat. Just let you know.
Dude, he was so... I loved him in Detroit, man. He got such a bad rap.
Well, I mean, again, when we let him go, this is my take a while ago. When we let him go, he was popping off. Like the second, he had a bad first half of the season, but then the second half of the season, he was detrimental. He was catching. He caught. There was almost no drop balls. He was phenomenal the second half of the season, and then we let him go after that. And I thought that was so silly. Like I was like, here's a guy who's just proven that he's valuable with his hands, and we let him go. I don't know.
You know that from like when you met him, or from like?
It's just so funny, dude. Because there's this Lions fan where
the second half of the season when we let him go, he was.
Yeah, I know.
Well. You can go look it up.
No, I'm talking about how you know
hands.
how do you know he's good with his hands?
Oh, I can't talk.
Ty, how are the little weenies and balls, dude?
Oh yeah, how are your weenies and balls, bro?
We didn't have any.
You didn't have two of your favorites?
I made my famous charcuterie board and just made homemade chili.
That's a win.
Everything
That's a
that
W.
I said on the stream.
It was phenomenal, dude. It was absolutely gas. It was straight gas.
I just had wings in that bean dip I was telling you guys about. It was good.
I've been eating so healthy, so I just decided not to order.
I'm not gonna lie.
I want wings.
I was a little bit like the game kind of made me disappointed with all the awesome food that I had prepared.
Yeah, bro. Let's just call a spade. Call a spade a spade, dude.
All right, dude. I had like a spread, bro, and it was just me and Julia, and I'm sitting here like a king.
I wish I could have been there, bro.
And then it's the first quarter, and I'm like, well, this is gonna get better. And then there's the second quarter. I'm like,
first quarter was what, 17-0?
Yeah, dude. I did dry January and mostly dry February leading up to the Super Bowl to have some drinks in the Super Bowl and enjoy it, thinking I was gonna fire off some tweets, get an overtime game, be up until 1 o'clock in the morning watching post game because the game lasted so long. And within 10 minutes, I was like, this is gonna suck. It was awful.
This is not content.
My freaking kids, my boys, they're 10 and 8, and they're just like after the first quarter, they're like, Is this ever happened in the Super Bowl? And I'm like, yeah, a couple times actually. Boys, get this. I didn't know this. So yesterday after the first half, I was Googling. I was like, is this going to be one of the biggest blowouts ever in the Super Bowl history? I looked up biggest blowouts ever in Super Bowl history. And do you know what team I noticed more than any other on there who got blown out?
Chiefs.
The Denver Broncos.
The
The Denver Broncos have lost like 2, 3, or 4 Super Bowls by like 30 or more. I mean, I couldn't believe it. Because like I remember watching them growing up and loving Elway and Davis. And I watched a couple of those games, but obviously I don't remember them because we were so little. And then, of course, then they've won a few and been to way more than the Lions have. But yeah, 55-10, they lost one, dude.
Yeah, I got it. All right, here we go. 2016, they beat Carolina.
That was Peyton Manning, yep.
That was
2014, they lost 8-43 to Seattle.
Yeah.
1990, so the year before I was born, they lost 10-55 to San Francisco. And then in 1988, 2 years before that, they lost 10-42.
Bro,
Holy.
right? Can you imagine? Like,
so
that's
they had 3
just
blowouts. And then they lost by 19 to the Giants in 87.
Yeah. I just kept seeing Denver losing. And I was like, oh, man, that's brutal for Broncos fans. Because for me, I just think they had John Elway. They've won Super Bowl, so they've got it made. But they're like Bills fans in that way, dude. Just got rocked a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. All right, hey, we can go back to the game here in a moment, but I do want to talk commercials with you guys.
Yeah, I got my worst one.
I
don't
saw
have the best
no
one.
I saw no reasonable takes on Twitter last night about the commercials, man. Either people loved them or people said they hated all of them, and I thought that they were just kind of, some of them were really good and some were kind of bad. I enjoyed them actually. Jody and the kids, like, I thought most of them were appropriate, which was nice. You don't have to worry about that. So I want to hear your favorite commercial of the night and your least favorite.
I'll start before I forget. My least, because I just saw it while we were out there. My least favorite one was like the tongue one.
Oh, that was so weird, dude.
Yeah, with the coffee mate cold brew.
The cold foam.
Disgusting.
That was weird. That was super weird. And Chad, I want to hear yours too.
That was some hentai stuff, bro. I'm not trying to get into that.
All right,
that was messed up. So that's your least. That's Ty's least favorite.
That was my least favorite.
Can I go on a rant?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know this is going to be unpopular, so I'm sorry. I'm just going to preface this with I apologize to the chat and to all the viewers out there. The How to Train Your Dragon live action commercial where every single shot was just a frame for frame. Sorry, not a different plot, not a different like twist, not a different direction they're trying to take it with this remake. Like a shot for shot remake, but instead of like, you still have the same 3D dragon, but now instead of 3D people, you have real people doing the same thing. Why do we need that? Why do we the exact same scene?
I can't wait to see it, dude.
I can't wait to see it.
Ready? He's like touching. Same exact shot. Same shot.
Yeah, it's gonna basically be Lion King. It's what Disney's doing with all their stuff. Same thing.
Dude, no, it's not like those remakes. There have been musical twists. There have been these different things that those remakes are doing. This is a shot-for-shot thing of a film we just had.
You know, it's funny, CB. I'm pretty sure. You know, you need to be you have such like visceral takes. You should be a critic. I can read it right now in the How to Train Your Dragon critics. Rotten Tomatoes. It's going to be 49%. I'm going to see that green little tomato smash Invictus, and it's going to be like frame for frame, terrible.
Give me a different.
I'll agree with that.
Can I get a scene? Like, I should not be able to go into that movie and say the next line that's going to happen and have it delivered the exact same way, and the only difference be that it's a different actor.
I don't know. Skeet just kind of made me laugh, and John Chat said it's going to be different, but the main character is going to come out.
Skeeter, I've met him in person. He's a funny dude.
That's funny,
bro. Okay, I did not know Rotten Tomatoes, like the green thing, is a smashed tomato.
Yeah, it's a smashed
I
tomato.
literally thought it was snot. Tomato. I have a movie podcast, and I thought it was snot.
That's ridiculous, dude.
That's crazy, bro. I've never seen
the
a green
website is literally
like
called
that.
Rotten Tomatoes.
Called Rotten Tomatoes.
Yikes, dude. That's what? Okay, so Chris, your least favorite was the How to Train Your Dragon remake.
Yeah, I literally almost threw up.
That makes sense, CB.
I guess we'll just go least first. I'll say 2 because mine's a tie between the breast cancer awareness commercial, which, in my opinion, just awkward way to share a message that needs to be shared, and that everyone already knows. But like just a bunch of pictures of random people's boobs and saying inappropriate things on purpose to get people's attention, then to at the end just be like, support breast cancer research. It's like, come on, dude. Like, there's kids watching. Thought that was a little weird. And then the Tubi cowboy head video. What was that? Those commercials where his head was shaped like a cowboy hat.
Yeah, that was odd. Like it was a hat.
Didn't like it.
Was a fan of the fleshy wizard hat though.
Gross, dude. Disgusting.
Do you see Andre? That was my favorite. Caught.
What are you trying to get into? Dude, I will say this, and this is actually, I have a question for chat. This is very important. Very important. This is for chat. This is to you guys. Jess and I had we had the most local commercials we've ever seen.
Really? We had 0.
I had like at least 10 local commercials. So they've missed ad time. Like they must not have. Okay, I see same here, 0. Me
wow,
too.
Some had a lot.
I had a bunch of local commercials, which is weird. I don't understand.
I didn't know that was allowed, honestly.
No, it's not. It's not that it's allowed. What I'm saying is that doesn't that mean that they didn't sell all the ad space and they needed to fill?
I have no idea.
I doubt that.
Well, then how does that make sense that then it has to be state by state?
What did you watch on?
YouTube TV.
Same.
Yeah, I don't know.
I did not get any local.
I had a bunch of local commercials, dude. We had a bunch of stuff pop up, like a solid 6 commercials, like multiple times.
Some said that some locals just sell stuff. They sell spots.
But these places don't have that money.
Well, it definitely wouldn't be Super Bowl money if it's local. You just have to pay for it to be in the local market. So it wouldn't be anywhere near like the Doritos commercial.
But how? But then how? So did I miss commercials then?
I mean, you must have, I think.
All right.
I'd be interested to know. Obviously, it won't be worth finding out, but I'm interested to know which ones they decided to axe.
Tattoo says, Tyler, Energy, you're right. I work on ad sales.
Interesting.
It's possible, dude.
All right, favorite commercial.
I think I agree with you, John. So let's have Ty go.
I liked the breast cancer one. I thought it was like, I thought it was a. I love them. Hey, save them titties, baby. Save them titties. Sorry.
Dude, I just cannot I cannot get a beat on Tyler. You know, 1 week it's weenies and balls. Now it's boobs. So like, pick a lane. Pick a lane, bro.
Always love a little twist on a serious topic. That's all I'm saying. Kept a lot of people's interest.
So I hear you there. I just think like what they're trying to do didn't work. Like they're trying to get people to not say "save the titties" like that, but like what they got people doing is just making jokes about it.
You don't know how much I donate to Save the Titties because of
I was just gonna say,
I gave $1 million.
John, don't you think it worked because they got the person with more money to like the commercial?
Yeah, I suppose.
Perhaps they were targeting a more prestigious demographic.
John, maybe it just went over your head, JB.
No, my biggest reason
they weren't going after your demographic, Jonathan. If they were trying to raise money.
Okay. Full transparency. My biggest reason for not liking it was that it was the only commercial of the night that I had to be like, kids, like, don't look. Know what's going on.
That's fair.
Also, the granny.
But then John is secretly hoping that the kids are like.
Did you guys notice
John's first test, Chris?
Did you guys notice the WeatherTech commercial with the grannies and she's at bingo and she flashes the bingo guy? Did you notice that?
I don't think I saw that.
Dude, Jody looked right at me and was like we gave each other this look that was like, oh, the kids have no idea what just happened. That was wild.
Yeah.
All right, Ty.
Those are also the best commercials. Okay, I will say if that one isn't one. No. But I'm saying the best commercials are the ones where the kid it goes over the kids' heads. I love like early on SpongeBob SquarePants humor. There was so many sexual innuendos that went over all of my head, all of our heads, and then as we watch it when you're older, you're like, dude, that is hilarious. And it was like sounded funny enough for us to laugh as kids, and then if mom and dad were watching, they were like,
dude, 100%.
I also like the mustache Pringles commercial. That one was phenomenal.
Okay, so you like that one more than the Little Caesars?
I liked that one too.
Dude, my favorite was Little Caesars with Eugene Levy. It was one of the very first commercials.
Same.
I'm
John,
telling you,
my
bro,
favorite.
I almost spit my water out. I was laughing out loud at every part, but especially when it first happened and they just started flapping a little bit and then they leave his head. Like the absurdity of that.
Dude, the delivery,
good.
dude, the delivery of the final line, the comedic timing was fantastic.
Yeah.
Like the mustaches hit the window, all the Little Caesars drops, and he just goes, "Yeah, I'm just gonna go to the store."
Yeah,
he's like, "I'm just gonna go to that."
The eyebrows for Little Caesars, mustache for Pringles, and then Little Caesars tweeted like both of them and was like, "Collaboration happening soon." I thought that was so freaking funny, and then there were some good emotional ones, dude.
Oh yeah,
there was some good. I like a little heartfelt commercial. The Google Chrome AI one where the dad was like talking about his resume, and his resume was like being a stay-at-home dad and taking care of his kid. And that was great. Not me crying in the club, dude.
We stand a stay-at-home dad, bro. I'm roles are roles, dude. I've always loved that. Obviously, it's always different in people's houses, man. I love that.
We're a two-income house, and if one of us had to leave our jobs, it would be almost a coin flip. So
yeah,
until the sports show blows up, dude.
Oh, 100%.
Low. All right, guys, let's do. Chris, you kind of already did this, and I didn't give you guys this in advance to prep, but I want to hear it. Give me your top 5 teams going into next season, and your bottom 5 teams going into next season.
Okay. I did not get to prep this.
I can do this so quick, bro. I just want all the teams. I want all the teams in front of me.
I got top 5 because I was already thinking about that.
All right, I'll go. In any order or just top 5?
Do
No,
top 5 first.
Can we do any order? But like any order, just the 5 best,
Sure.
not like
Sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep.
All right, dude. All right. Lions. Commanders, Eagles. Chiefs, Bills. No. Yes.
You're gonna leave the Ravens?
Yes, I think the Ravens regress, dude.
I gotta go worse now.
I gotta keep Commanders in there, bro. They smacked the shit out of us, dude. And Jane Daniels again. They're going to be like, what are you doing, bro? What are you gonna do? The pressure that he felt is what he should have felt against us with that defensive line if we were healthy, and what the Eagles defensive line did to him, and that's obviously why the Eagles came out on top there. But yeah, I mean, I see, look, I'm looking around. Steelers, ain't no way. Bengals, I still don't think they pop off and become top 5. Packers, no. Vikings, no. Bears, still.
Sorry,
no.
guys, I'm writing mine down because it helps me think.
No one in the NFC South top 5. No one in the AFC South.
You
top
said
5.
NFC South?
NFC South. Yeah, I don't see the Falcons going up there.
No, but I think Tampa's pretty darn good.
No, I think unless Baker Mayfield, and I love this. Unless Baker Mayfield overgoes a Josh Allen come to Jesus season where he stops turning the ball over, they will not be top 5 ever. I love Baker Mayfield. I love him. But he plays two. Like he just does what Josh Allen did 2-3 years ago. Just doesn't take care of the ball. Tries to do too much, and he's a stud, and he can do that much, but like he will win or lose the game way too often because of how reckless he plays.
Okay.
So, like,
Go ahead,
I
Chris.
got mine, John.
Yeah.
You said we're starting top 5?
Yep.
Okay, I put a lot of thought into the bottom 5 because that's one I had not thought of at all. But I had already thought of my top 5 because I knew I was going to ask you guys that question, like what 6 teams could you see being back in the Super Bowl? So in no order, my top 5 for next year are Eagles, Chiefs, Ravens, Lions, Commanders. I think that what we saw with Jaden Daniels, I think that is the truth, and I think it's a lot easier to get worse at quarterback than to get better, and I already think he's one of the best in the league. So
I'll be honest. I think that I've read a lot into this over the last few weeks. His virtual reality training, where he speeds the game up to like 1.25 or 1.5 speed, whatever he does, and practices. I think you're going to start seeing every single quarterback do that at every single level. And I think you're going to see some really elite quarterback play in the next few years because of it. It's genius. It's a great use of technology, and look at him all year. He got better all year long, and then played his best football as a rookie in the playoffs on the road. Like that was awesome.
So combine that with the other viral clip. Did you see the viral Tom Brady's viral clip?
No, I don't think so.
Getting interviewed about how he played the position and how it's different than how quarterbacks play it now.
No.
Dude, he's talking, and it's amazing. He's humble at the same time. He talks about how like he styled his game after Drew Brees and Peyton Manning. So he like lifts them up, and then he stands on their shoulders, right? And he's just like, dude, I was Starlink before Starlink. I didn't snap the ball unless I knew my guy was going to be open. He goes, if I knew what he's like, I diagnosed the defense, and then if I needed to change one route to get that route in the one window that was going to be open, that's what I did. People are like, how does he make it look so easy? And he's like, because before the ball was snapped, I always knew my guy was going to be open. And like, he's like, how do you make up for not having any legs? He's like, you got to know exactly where that ball's going. You got to know exactly what the defense is playing, where the space is going to be. And so he was just talking about diagnosing the game at that level. And I think that we're going to see a lot of quarterbacks also trying to do that.
I
Love
agree.
it, dude.
I think that's massive, honestly.
What up? Sorry.
My top
JB,
5.
Let's hear it. Yeah.
Mine's basic, dude. They're all kind of the same. I mean, Eagles, Bills. I have the Bills in mine. Eagles, Bills, Ravens, Chiefs, Lions. But I would even say, like, I think Tampa and Houston could be really fun next year if Houston fixes their O-line. I have the Commanders can be really, really good again, so they're not very far out from this at all either. But that's my top 5. And basically mine, really all of ours is just the mix of what's the favorite right now for Super Bowl next year on the betting apps. Yeah. I think now it goes Eagles 1, Chiefs 2, Bills, Ravens, Lions, Niners. I think that's the top 6 right now on most betting apps for Super Bowl odds for next year.
Interesting.
Yeah, the Niners jumped all the way up to like 6 or 7.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, that's wild, bro.
Oh my gosh, the Rams too. I love the Rams.
Yeah, the Rams.
But I just don't know. I just don't know if their future is going to hold.
Especially with that young defense.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with Stafford if he comes back for another year. All right, bottom 5. Just going into next year. No hate. Not hating. Just saying this team is probably in a bad situation. They may have a new head coach. Maybe it'll work out. We're not saying it's not going to, but just like bottom 5 power rankings for next year so far.
Yeah, I'm going to go with, this is just so easy for me. I'm just going to go with teams that just don't have a quarterback right now, and they're struggling. So it's going to be your Jets, Giants. And that's not even a question. Jets, Giants, Browns, and then Raiders, Titans. Boom.
Okay.
All struggling, quarterback position, don't have a dog. I can see Jacksonville obviously having just a much better year next year if they can just figure out like it's just a better game plan and identity. But yeah, man, that's it. It's my 5.
Chris?
I love that. So I have one that you guys might not like in here. So I kind of disagree with John. Like, I picked teams that I think didn't change direction when they should have. So, like, for me, the Giants and the Browns are the worst teams.
Yeah.
To me, because they stayed with losing, not even just losing regimes, because I like Stefanski as a coach, but like losing mindsets, right? Like the fact that the Browns GM doubled down and said he doesn't want to trade Myles Garrett. Like, know who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Myles Garrett isn't taking the Browns anywhere until, like Tyler said, they get a quarterback. They thought they solved it. They didn't. Watson isn't him. Watson wasn't even him before he tore his Achilles, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Giants and Browns are my bottom, and then I'm with you on the Raiders. Like, again, a new regime, but like you said, they don't have a quarterback. You know, they've got Max Crosby. Like, they have talented players, but you know, the Raiders are kind of like wait and see bottom 5. I'm with you on the Titans.
I agree with that, Chris, by the way, too. I think the Raiders could have a lot of progress next year, but I agree. I think they're definitely a wait and see bottom 5. This is a way too early bottom 5.
Hey,
way
right.
too early.
No and then draft. I'm with you on the Titans. And then hear me out on this one, because I think this one's going to take 3 years.
I think I know what you're going to say, and
I have the Patriots in my bottom 5. All right, I know they have Drake May, but they are so bad, right? It's not just their skill positions, right? It's not the fact that they don't have a receiver that can't get separation. They don't have a good offensive line. They don't have a good defensive line. And so I think the Patriots go up plus 4 wins. Minimum.
Yeah.
Just with their new coach, but they are so talent void right now that you cannot make up for that in one off season. So that's why the Patriots are in my bottom 5. I don't think the Patriots are going in a bad direction. I just think that it's a lot for Vrabel to overcome in 1 year.
Yep. We have similar ones. I have Giants, Titans, Browns, Raiders. Although I do think that the Raiders, I don't know what they're going to do at quarterback, but if they can go get one, Pete Carroll's there now, right?
They'd be in a really good spot. They'd be in a really good spot.
I love
What's up, John?
I love Pete Carroll.
Yeah, he's the Raiders coach.
I love Pete Carroll. And I can't believe there are some teams who didn't want him because they think he's too old. That dude has more energy than half the coaches in the league. So I do think that they can have a much better season than they just did. But just to before the draft and before free agency, they're in my bottom 5. And then I've got the Saints still.
I was gonna. That
Saints
was gonna be
my bottom 5.
That was like my 6th. That was like my 6th team. I wanted to put the Saints in there.
Dude,
well.
if I could have put $1,000 on Kellen Moore, guarantee is going to be the next coach. A week ago, I would have done it. And then after some of the stuff I'm reading from some of these reporters that are just like, man, the Saints are kind of a dumpster fire. No one really wants to go there. I'm like, oh my gosh, maybe he won't. I wouldn't make that bet right now, but I still think he's the favorite to get there. We'll see. But man, that team they're in cap hell. You know, which version of car are they going to get? You just have no idea. They've got Kamara still. They've got some good young pieces. Olave, how hurt was he this year? Badly,
he was
right?
Obliterated. He was like obliterated this
Yeah.
year.
Yeah, he
Can
had
Olave,
a really bad concussion too.
Can he come back and be the guy they drafted? You know, I think he can. We'll see. But that's why I've got the Saints in my bottom 5.
Yeah, I don't disagree with any of you.
Yeah, I mean, dude, and let's talk about. Let's do this real quick. Pick one team that you think is going to progress the most.
Oh, yeah. What's the stat? What's the actual stat? Do you guys have it offhand? Like how many teams? What is it? There's some stat that like a team that misses the playoffs or is last place in the division goes from worst to first every year. Like it happens one time.
I got one.
Is that do you know what I'm talking about?
I got one. And it's gonna be controversial, but I got one.
Okay. All right, go for it.
Carolina Panthers.
Oh, dude. I love how much you love the Panthers, bro.
Carolina Panthers, bro.
Talk to me.
Listen to me, dude. Bro, we saw what Bryce Young started to look like a real QB, baby.
He did.
Right? Incredible progress. He finally got some games behind Andy Dalton, right? Started to get a little feel for the game, started to get a tempo, and he got confidence, dude. Do you know how many rushing touchdowns he got towards the end of the season? He was getting like 2 a game. Like, he was getting in there, bro. He was popping off. He was playing phenomenal. He had confidence. He started hitting Xavier Legette. I mean, dude, he was throwing the ball to anyone and everybody, all right? And their running game, they were dominating in the running game as well. Their offense was on fire. They can make a couple decent picks up on the defense, kind of bring that a little bit together, dude. I think that their offense can swag out and carry them like the Lions offense did. Obviously, are they near the level that we were? No, like offensively in terms of weapons. But I mean, dude, the Atlanta Falcons, the Saints, the Bucks had a lot of close games too, like a lot of close games and a lot of close games against the Panthers. Like, and then obviously they exploded and crushed them after a certain point because the Bucks are doing the Bucks things and Baker Mayfield's a demon. But if the Bucks have a little bit of regression, dude, the Panthers can. I love it, dude. They're gonna be my favorite team. I hope their wins are low, like 4.5 again, and I'll take the over. I think I took that last year too, and it hit.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
I like that.
No,
Chuba Hubbard, dude, what a monster. Chuba
cannot overstate enough how much better Bryce looked second half of that season. And someone in your chat, Ty, said they almost beat the Eagles and the Chiefs this year as well.
Dude,
and they should have won that Eagles game. I mean,
and they should have won that Chiefs game.
The way the Eagles played, now that's then you can just go ahead and say the Eagles should have played better and they would have won by more.
And they should have won the Chiefs game too, dude. And they should have beat the Bucks as well in the overtime. They choked. Chuba fumbled the ball, dude.
It seemed like they were a few. You know how like the Lions just used to be in those games and then just lose them. It just felt like they started to learn how to win.
Yeah.
And so you're right, Ty. I could easily see that flipping for them next year.
Woo.
Yep. All right. So I can't find the exact like stat or quote or whatever, but I did find this article here. 25 teams since like 1975, and a lot of them, let me just go over the years. I won't go over each record. Each of these teams went from worst to first. Many of them won a Super Bowl. Some did not, but did really well. 1999 St. Louis Rams went from 4-12 to the Super Bowl. 2001 Patriots went from 5-11 to 11-5. Super Bowl. 2006 Saints did it. The 2017 Eagles. The 2017 Eagles were 7-9 in 2016, and the next year went 13-3. Carson Wentz MVP, I think, at the Super Bowl there. 2009 Saints again. I'm not reading all of them. 2013 Chiefs did it, 4-12, 2-14, and then they go 11-5. 1992 Chargers, 2003 Panthers, 1999 Colts, 2008 Dolphins, 75 Ravens, 2016 Cowboys. I mean, dude, it happens all the time. 2001 Bears, 2004 Chargers.
And we're not talking about like worst record in the NFL. We're talking about worst in their division.
Yeah,
right?
in their division. Sometimes it is the worst in the NFL, but the worst in the division. 2018 Bears did it. 2018 Texans. So this happens.
Yep.
Often. Let me look at the NFL standings here and make my pick. Chris, what's yours?
I think it pains me to say this, and I don't even know if they're going to go from worst to first, but I think that they're going to have a significant jump, and that's the Bears.
Yeah, I didn't want to say
I think
that,
you take.
but...
I think if you take, and again, we don't know what kind of, because I know Ben Johnson wants to still call plays. So he has to get, like, being a head coach is hard. Being a head coach and calling plays, I think, takes more experience. But I think he can take them to double-digit wins. I think the Bears can get 10 wins next year, and
Well, that's horrifying.
And then all you got to do is get in, right? All you got to do is be a wild card, and then you can.
Anything can happen.
Right. So
you and Tyler, you and Tyler's answers are way better than mine. Like I'm going to go with by far the most obvious, and that's the Niners. The Niners were 6-11. The Niners were 6-11, and they're Super Bowl contenders next year.
I don't think that's obvious. They're in trouble with their cap.
I mean, no,
they have
aging.
Out, dude, their best players are aged at key positions.
But hear me out.
McCaffrey, Trent, like their offensive lineman. What's his name? Who's that amazing tackle that they have? Help. I'm having a huge brain fart.
Yeah. Bosa.
Trent
Williams. Thank you. I knew it was Trent.
Bosa's on
I knew it was Trent.
Chargers now.
Like their best players, right? Besides Brock, who now they have to pay, right? Like, are aging. They're trying to trade Debo. Debo's not working out in the offense. Don't get me wrong, John. I don't think you're wrong.
Yeah, it's good about if you had set odds to it, it would be by far the best odds to go from worst in your division to first. Would be the Niners.
Right.
Just because of their roster compared. But I think the Bears will be fun next year, 100%, dude. Listen, they have a lot of work to do on the trenches, but Ben Johnson, that offense will be better.
They weren't worst. But I think that one of the teams that might have a very significant improvement next year are the Colts.
Oh, dude, I like the Colts, man. And you know what?
Ow.
I don't think I've ever met a Colts fan I dislike.
Just a little, dude. If Anthony Richardson just gets a little bit more, he was dialed, bro. Against us, they would have won. He had 4 or 5 different throws that were a yard overthrown that would have led to touchdowns.
I have just seen nothing from Anthony Richardson that makes me think he's gonna turn a corner.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, what you're saying, Chris, makes a lot of sense.
Like when you look at what he was at Florida, right? Everyone's like, he's this raw talent. He didn't even start a ton of games. He didn't even play a ton of D1 college games. And then he comes to the NFL and looks like a dude who didn't do that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I love Colts fans, man, but I'm not so sure.
Have you guys ever met an asshole Colts fan? I don't think I have. And I've been to Indy. I've been to Indy multiple times, and in that stadium multiple times. They're like the most joyful fans on the planet, I think.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a Colts hat, dude, and start wearing it. Maybe the Colts be a new AFC team.
Every single time you put it on, I'll sing the song.
Sing it right now.
This is our
Colts. This is our team. We
bleed blue.
Whoa.
F the Lions.
That was the perfect bleep, dude.
Whoa.
What, blue?
Yeah, dude.
We bleed blue, bro.
Yeah,
all right, guys, couple other things here before we wrap up.
Sure.
So, sports show is continuing in the offseason.
Yep.
We're going to talk NFL news, which will still be happening all the time. NBA, NHL, college basketball. Those are the ones I'm going to ask us to pay the most attention to.
Yes, Chris, I'll be dialed in to college basketball.
Chris can give us some EPL stuff. Ty, I don't know if you watch it or not. I know you bet on it sometimes. I don't know how much you watch it.
I'm aggressively on the EPL, so I think I'll start watching the games more. And that's one thing, dude. I need, with how much I bet on the EPL and on soccer, I need to be watching these games aggressively. So
I could get in. Yeah, if there's a demand for baseball, I enjoy watching it.
I will be watching every single Tigers game, and I will watch whatever best baseball game's on every night before bed. So baseball for sure. NASCAR.
I want to give good insight, so I gotta do more than pay attention.
Yeah, 100%. I will pay attention a lot to NASCAR. Watching it this weekend. Formula One, a bunch of buddies of mine are like, I didn't realize they were super into it, and so I'm going to try to get into that a little bit. But we'll be talking about all of these things on the show. Are you guys going to watch the I don't even know what it's called, dude. The Nations Classic or whatever, the Four Nations?
Oh, for
USA, hockey, Canada, Finland. Who's the other one?
I feel like they're really dropping the ball on advertising for that.
Finland.
I agree. I don't even know what it's called. Yeah, what's it called? Sweden is the fourth one.
Nope.
Is it called Four Nations? Was I right?
Nope. Do you see that?
No, it has like a cool name.
Oh my god.
Four
Nations Face Off.
Wait, what are the 4 teams?
Interesting.
So Canada, USA, Finland.
I got it right here.
And Sweden?
I got it right here. I got it right here.
Yeah,
bro.
that's the four.
Four nations. Yeah, it's Canada plays Sweden on Wednesday, USA plays Finland, and then Canada plays Finland on the 17th.
Yep. My favorite part about this, and I'm obsessed with hockey, men's hockey in the Olympics. Like I haven't missed it since I was a kid. Can't
Can
wait.
someone clip that and just end it where John says he's obsessed with men? Thank you.
Whoa, dude, chill. Like it's so cool to not necessarily know where a lot of these guys are from. It's very obvious when they're from Russia, right? Their last names are all very interesting. But like the rest, you don't know. And so all of a sudden you're watching the Olympics or this Four Nations thing, and you're like, oh my gosh, Lucas Raymond is from Sweden, pretty sure. He's one of my favorite players in the Red Wings. That's awesome. So USA is going to win it though, 100%. It's them or Canada. You have to think.
It's got to be Canada. I don't bet against Canada.
Come on, dude. We own Canada. Literally.
Literally.
Yeah, okay.
Especially after those tariffs, baby.
That's right, brother.
Who's your daddy?
How many states are we going to have? 62.
59. Send 10,000 troops to the border. Stop the fentanyl.
All right, I'm kidding. All right, dude. Fun fact: there were over 24,000 pounds of fentanyl secured at the southern border. There were 48 pounds secured at the northern border. It was not an issue.
Yeah. Well, Chris, I think 48 pounds. How many of that can kill?
Fake news.
Can kill a lot of people.
You can knock out. You can literally pass out
It's
somebody.
funny. It's funny to say that was a problem coming from the north, and also we had more people sneak into their country than they had sneak into ours.
Yeah,
It's because they don't have walls in Canada.
Because you have those dumb liberals leaving the country. Get them out.
No, I'm sorry. I'm just kidding, Chris. You can stay.
That was the best follow-up, dude.
Unbelievable, dude.
Gosh, that was the best follow-up ever. My bet, by the way,
we
is
love each other.
feeling a little bit massive right now, guys. I shared it on the stream. I did not share it in Discord or with you both in a text. I'm sorry, but it was
appreciate that, JB.
Howard
Appreciate
money
that.
line. They're up 51-42. Houston over Baylor.
I
They're
love
up
that, guys.
12-9.
Can I say
then
something
Clemson.
right now? You guys ready for this? I want y'all to see something right now.
Yeah.
Why do I feel I'm about to get
so-
roasted, dude?
I'm so sick of this, dude. I'm so sick of this. All right, is everyone in the chat listening?
Men want one thing, and it's disgusting.
Okay. So John always says like all this stuff about his bets, right? Oh, I'm up so much. Oh, my bets are so good, right?
Type in exclamation point bet in my chat. It's there.
Every single time John shares a bet with me, okay,
It loses.
I lose money. Ready? So here's the last one he sent just specifically to me. Ready, guys? Saturday, 7:11 p.m.
Was this
from
Duke?
John Blevins. Hey,
Duke.
feel free to look this one up.
Yep.
It says Duke money line is minus
That was a great bet.
103.
That was a great bet.
Hammer it.
Hammer it, Jonathan Blevins.
Hammer it. This was the last
Hey,
bet
if you
John
like
sent me.
if
He
you
goes,
like
guys, he
Duke
goes,
at minus 500, you'll love them at minus 104.
he goes hammer it, and then they go on to lose to Clemson, and
Right.
Now-
and my son doesn't have a birthday anymore.
Did
Yeah,
you
there you go, dude.
watch the game? Did you watch the game?
Yes,
Did you
I
see
was
that
watching
one of the
that.
best
Chris was
players in the
watching.
country, they didn't sweep up the sweat, and he fell down with a chance to win the game? Home court advantage, baby.
Dude, I'm dying, John. I love
Dude, there's another one that John sent. I can't find it. He sent it to me
John,
personally.
dude, John's,
He was like,
my
Suns,
favorite thing-
Denver, slam them. Warrior Suns. He goes, February 3rd.
Sorry, I didn't
half
send
of
this
them were
one,
right.
guys.
Half were right. I got half right.
Oh, I love it. I love how we're just
War-
sending the receipts.
Warrior Suns, heavy bet. It was at 10:15 at night. I was already in bed. I don't know why, but I was already in bed. I wake up the next morning. I see that text. I'm like, well, let's see if John won. I'm like,
Who
knows? The
lost? I
Warriors
think the
win?
Warriors lost.
I think the Warriors lost. I was like, Suns won. They won by one.
Yeah, Suns won.
Whatever one. It doesn't matter. It missed. The first one I looked up hit. I was like, oh, let's see the second one.
Anyway, every day I share a bet every single day in my Twitch. If it didn't hit, I'd stop sharing. Okay, and today's is hitting so far. A lot of ball game left.
Heavy, bro. Heavy.
Hammer it.
Why do you keep saying heavy like that? Why are you saying heavy like that? By the way, Duke at minus 104 when they were down by 4 points was a genius bet with 10 minutes to go.
Hammer it. Yeah,
win some, lose some, brother.
What's your next paycheck? Put it on it.
Put it on it, dude. It's a lock.
Double your
You guys are wild.
Yeah. All right, dude. Well, love you guys.
I'm wearing my low tipper fade shirt to the Pistons Bulls game on
We
Wednesday.
love it, bro. I can't wait. I'm gonna doom scroll TikTok for 5 hours tonight.
wait, John,
I'm gonna
what-
see
what
how many
day is that?
TikToks are there.
It's Wednesday. We're supposed to have the massive snowstorm, dude. So I'm literally trying to convince Jody. I'm trying to convince Jody to just let me get a hotel downtown and just get there early and just stay
Andre,
overnight
no
with the
thanks.
kids so we don't miss the game.
I wanna watch for you guys.
Yeah, we'll be there. We'll be we're courtside, Chris. We're courtside.
You know what I mean, dude. They show a lot of times. They show the cutest. They show the cutest dads on the cam.
We're in the 300 section. So.
All right, boys. Have fun, man.
All right, hey, good sports show again, guys. Wait, so we're coming back next week, yeah?
Oh, what about that affirmation, dude? I just gave you a compliment.
Thank you. That was very nice. We're coming back next week, Ty, right?
What?
Yeah. Why wouldn't we?
I'm just making sure, and you got to respond to our text.
I don't know what the text is.
The last one I sent to just you, me, and Chris. We have to.
Didn't read it. Didn't read it.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny? What's funny is I should show it. I can't. I won't. I can't. But I should.
Didn't read it. Can't read it.
Because it's funny. Just respond. If you want to have a conversation about it, let me know, or just respond. Either way.
All right. Love you guys.
All right. Love you guys. We'll see you guys next week. Congratulations to the Eagles. Go USA.
Take care of each other.
Adios. Ladies and gentlemen. That was fun. That was fun, dude. Good little sports show with the boys. Fortnite time? Dude, I have a buddy, my buddy who stays here like 2 nights a week for work is going to be here tonight. Otherwise, I would stay up all night and play Fortnite. So no, not tonight. I will be live tomorrow at 7 a.m. Let me see. Yeah, I'll be live tomorrow at 7 a.m. until probably like 1. And then I got to write my talk for tomorrow night. I'm giving a talk at my local Catholic church in the evening. And then I'm going to downtown Chicago to hang out with my best friend is in town. So we're going to go to Frontera. Yo, think of the 2000 bits, Zircon. You're an absolute legend, brother. I'll be going to Frontera Grill tomorrow, chat. That is Skip Bayless's brother, Rick Bayless, the cool brother, who owns a great. He's a great chef, super educated, experienced, familiar with Mexican cuisine. And so I'll be going to Frontera Grill with downtown Chicago tomorrow with my buddy Joel. We'll probably get some cocktails after that. I'm crashing. He's got a double queen, so I'll be crashing with him. And then I'll start a little bit later Wednesday because I have to get home. But I'll be live all day Wednesday until like 3 or 4, depending on the snow. And then Thursday, no, he's a Packer fan, dude. He's a Packer fan. And then Thursday, I'm doing probably like a 7 a.m. to 4 or 5 p.m. banger. And Friday's going to be same, like 7 a.m. to like 3, 4, or 5 p.m. So some big streams coming up throughout the week. Man, the sports show, so fun tonight. I love hanging out with these boys, dude. It's one of the coolest things we do. So busy week. Going to be a good week, though. If you're not following me already on Twitter, Instagram, make sure you go to Bearded Blevins and please do that. The number one easiest way to support what I'm doing for free, other than using your Amazon Prime, although I guess that costs you money because you have to pay for the Prime membership, is to follow and interact on social media by far. Whether it's liking my stories on Instagram or commenting on my Instagram posts or replying to my tweets or TikTok videos, whatever. It's the freest, easiest way to support what I'm doing. So thank you. Jody's finally feeling I was going to say yeah, because she has been feeling better, but she was awful today. She felt awful today. Chat, today, let me tell you what I did. I want to inspire the fellas out there, okay? The fellas who are not married yet, who need inspiration, and the fellas who are married and might need some inspiration. I decided to end stream today when my internet took an absolute crap. And I had a ton to do. Emails, text messages, DMs to get to. invoices, stuff for work, and then just like notice that I needed to do more around the house because this weekend I was just taking care of Jody and the kids most of the time. So chat, this is what I did. I made 2 HelloFresh meals and like made the entire thing of both meals ahead of time, put them in individual servings for Jody and I for the next few days because I'm not gonna be able to make her dinner because I'm doing all this stuff I told you. Cleaned the entire house, toilets. I almost never do laundry because Jody just does laundry. I do the deep cleaning, clean the toilets. We kind of split dishes. I do all the cooking. We have a very great kind of balance. I almost never do laundry, but today I did 5 loads of laundry, changed sheets, hung all my clothes up, put all my hats away that were kind of laying all over the house, cleaned the entire kitchen, did multiple loads of laundry, meal prepped, literally on my feet from the time I ended stream until like 6 p.m. And then I took a 20-minute nap, played football with the kids until my kid went to practice, and then did the sports show. So I was just wildly productive today. And Jody was very thankful. So she's going to end up faking sick. I know, dude. No, I really do normally do a lot, but I've just been so swamped with work because I'm on my own now, dude. So, I gotta put the time in, and it's winter here. So I if I'm going to get steps in or work out, it has to be at the gym. I can't go outside. It's disgusting out. But not bad for staying up till 1 o'clock in the morning, basically 2 nights in a row. And I should go to bed tonight, but I'm probably going to watch the Lakers game. So we'll see. But I'll be live at 7 a.m. tomorrow. I'm super pumped for tomorrow's stream. Super pumped to see my best buddy tomorrow night. And then the rest of the streams this week are going to be awesome. Guys, no joke. Every morning that I wake up and every night before I go to bed, I pray every single time for every one of you in the chat. Thank God for the community that we have. And just every day I just kind of ask for one more. Just one more. Let's just do it again tomorrow. And so appreciate y'all more than you know. I love you. God loves you more. Let's change the world. We'll see you tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Santa's coming. That was not a fat joke. YouTube, I even like you guys. Just kidding. You're awesome. I don't kind of like you. I love you too. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Have a good night. Go Houston. Go Howard. Let's rock and roll.